Hello and welcome to Arsenal Domination, where I wanted to show my appreciation for Kieran Tierney. Things obviously haven't worked out for Kieran Tierney at Arsenal, and I think in many ways it's sad for both him and Arsenal. He's a player that made 144 appearances, having cost about 27 million euros a few years ago when he was signed. And he was a revelation when he came. He was our best player. It's sort of in the early stages of the rebuild that Arteta was going through. Touted as a future captain of Arsenal, a real great guy to have around the training ground by all accounts, and an excellent player, very good getting forward. We've seen his crosses even this season, how dangerous they can be, and he's sort of that not traditional fullback, because I think originally, sort of in the early days of the Premier League, you sort of saw more of the Gary Neville type players, which were really solidly defensively, but just gave the ball sort of to more attacking players when they won it, sort of simple passes, but sort of more of that sort of modern fullback, in the sort of Ashley Cole, dare I mention his name after what happened, obviously, with him at Arsenal, but in that mould that can sort of defend really, really well, but get forward and support the attacks and be really, really dangerous at both ends of the pitch. That's evolved now, in sort of recent years, and we've sort of seen Arsenal in particular, but not the only ones, move away from that. There are still sides that do it. Andy Robertson at Liverpool, for instance, very, very good at it, in that sort of mould. But Kieran Tierney's time at Arsenal sort of has ended sadly, partly because of that tactical evolution now to that sort of inverted fullback, sort of almost playing as midfielder. But also his injuries, I think, undeniably have sort of cost him his Arsenal career. Mikel Arteta speaking very, very warmly about Kieran Tierney, and you could just see what that goal meant to him on Sunday, what it meant to the players around him, and how much they hold him in such high regard, and the fans. And I was really delighted that he sort of ended his time with his 20th goal assist. It's 6 goals, 14 assists for him at Arsenal in those 144 appearances. I really, really wish him well at Celtic. I really wish things had worked out differently for him. I think he's in some ways emblematic of the fact that Arsenal sort of evolved over his time here, and it sort of evolved past Tierney. But I think in his case, it's not evolved past his talent level. You could make that argument for players like, say, Zinchenko. But I think it's evolved past him just in terms of a tactical fit. He's also emblematic of the fact that not all players will go and search the money or the biggest opportunity. He's gone to Celtic, his boyhood club, and that was a move that's clearly close to his heart rather than money incentivised or looking to win the biggest trophies again. And I have a certain respect for that. Not every player's the same. Of course, at Arsenal, we want to be winning the best trophies, and Miles Lewis-Skelly looks very much the future and Kieran Tierney the past. But I think hopefully everyone can appreciate Kieran Tierney. We all wish he was still the man, but we wish him luck for his future.